Hey y'all, it's Sarah, and this is part one to a brunch, a Miniverse, miniatures, whatever you're playing with brunch. It's almost Mother's Day as the next holiday, so I thought it would be fun to come up with some ideas for a brunch or breakfast type setting. And today I am going to do part one, which is pancakes and waffles. So I'm starting off right now with these pancakes. These are the only ones I have. I know there's another type, but that's the ones I have. So I'm starting off with that. I've got some of the maple syrup. I'm also going to be using a little grape jelly. We're going to throw in berries. There's just going to be all kinds of fun things. I'm not sure exactly what all I'm adding when I get to the waffles, but I'm starting with these pancakes. Maybe you guys can see I've already got mine set up. There's a few things already on my little buffet. Those are things that I've covered in other videos, the eggs and things like that. So that's already set up. We're going to work on some new things today. So this is what I'm improvising with to start my pancake stack. The pink, I'm just going to put away because I'm saving that for my waffles. Maybe. We'll see. And I'm going to try to work with these colors. I know they're a little crazy. They're a little bizarre, but we're going to try to work with them and make the best of them. So set those to the side. And if you look at these pancakes, there is kind of a front and a back look to them. So this one's curved downwards a little. I'm going to do the front. And I'm coming in with this, literally this clearance eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to use some of these colors. There is like this yellowish color. There is a beigey tan cream color, and then this khaki color, and I'm going to try to alter my pancakes with this. We're going to see how it goes. So I think to tone down some of this yellow just a little, I'm going to start with this beigey color. And that's already making a difference. We'll compare them. You can see it's already making a difference. Just that little bit. So we'll do both of them. Now that I've got that to tone down the yellow, let's try it on this orange one. So the orange one's going to take something different. I would try a yellow tone on it. So let's see what I've got that may have some yellow to it. It's kind of a guessing game. So I have my actual chalks here now. Just got these side by side. I'm going into the yellow. I don't think that's going to help any though. So we just have to deal with it as it is. And I'm only doing one side. Won't be able to see the other side. And I'm really rubbing it into that. These are kind of a rubbery material. So I'm rubbing it into that. I'm going to come in with this kind of a golden color. And maybe spread it a little in the middle. And brush it outwards. And then the slightly darker shade for the edges. And just going to keep going around that. So there's one finished pancake, and I'm taking my finger and really rubbing that into that rubbery material so you can see all the texture. I might darken the edge a little, but for the most part, I'm pretty happy with those. That's a far better look than the bright yellow. And we're going to try the same thing with the orange ones. We're going to do our best. I'm not sure how well this is going to go, but we're going to aim for something good here. So I'm starting there in the middle. Oops, sorry, out of frame. Starting there in the middle, and I'm kind of pouncing that pigment into that orange. I'm trying to anyway. So I've got my brown color smeared in. I'm going to go along the edges with a dark brown. These are going to be like a little overdone. If you don't look at the two of them together, this set would look fun, I think. However, when you look at the other set in comparison, there is a little bit difference. But given that these started out as a bright, bright yellow and almost a neon orange, I don't think it's too bad. And you can kind of see those are just a little overcooked. So here are my two results, and I'll let you get a little look at that. And I think I might start with this set. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen before, but I tend to do a lot of mine on wax paper so I can take them on and off the plates a lot of times. Now, for this one, I probably should just go ahead and attach it to the plate. Let's do that. I'll go ahead and attach it to the plate. I don't typically do that a lot because I like to change things out, but since I'm putting other things on here. So I thought real hard about it, and I think I'm going to make this set my plain pancakes, and this set is going to be my blueberry. So for my plain ones, I am not going to stick them to my plate. I'm actually going to stick them to my wax paper. However, I am kind of scoring that wax paper inside of my little thing here so that I can kind of gauge. If you can see, when I pull that out, I'll be able to gauge where to set mine up. First thing I'm going to do is just add a little clear resin in between the two and get my light underneath. Since these aren't transparent, I'm going underneath to basically glue these together. Now that I have that in place, I just mixed a little bit of cheap Dollar Tree kids modeling clay, a little bit of yellow and a little bit of white out of one of these packages of kids modeling clay. And I mixed it together and got like a really pale yellow and formed it into a square and just cut it down and set it on here so that I would be able to have a few butter slices as I went along. So try to cut a little pat of butter off here. I got my little pats of butter cut off, and I wonder if I can sort of space it on each one. I feel like no. So I'm going to sit here and arrange my little pats of butter. And I've got my maple syrup. So as I'm sprinkling it, I'm curing it so that it will actually stick and not soak completely in before it's hardened, if that makes any sense. So now that that's hardened, I'm just going to take it from my wax paper and pop it loose. So there is my regular pancakes made out of those bright neon orange pancakes. And I think I'm just going to leave those at that, and we'll move on to blueberry. All right, next I'm starting on these. You can see I've got a few ingredients out. I picked out a few different fruits, even though I'm calling them blueberry pancakes. I also have some of the grape jelly. You can always mix blue and red to make a purpley. You want to add just a hair more blue than red if you're going with a blueberry kind of look. So you might notice my blueberries are a little bit frosted looking. And to tell you what I did, I just got this white marker from Dollar Tree. It's a crafter square. It says it's metallic. It really does not come out metallic. And I got a blueberry. I got it between my fingers. I rubbed some of that paint onto the blueberry, some of the ink onto the blueberry, and then just rolled it around and rubbed a little bit of it off, and it gave it kind of a smoky, frosted look. And you can see I just roll it in there. So I'm going to start with some placement. I've got a little bit of my grape jelly just in this little painter's palette so that I could dip my berries in fruit and place them, hopefully with some kind of accuracy. I'm not making any promises. So I took a little more purple shadow pigment. This is actually eyeshadow pigment, and dusted it down into my grape and mixed it all around so I'd get this much deeper color. And we're just going to start drizzling it on. I do think that this color might show up a little better. So once again, my last minute little trick is going to be a little powdered sugar. And then I'll just cure it. So here's my final results for some crazy colored pancakes that were originally neon yellow and neon orange. And now I have some blueberry pancakes and some plain pancakes, and I'm pretty happy with how they turned out, given that I did not have any regular ones. I only had the colorful ones. I'm going to stop here and go ahead and do part 2 with the waffles, and then I'll just continue from there. So that's all I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed and got some ideas, and I'll talk to you in a few moments. Bye, y'all.